Ahoy there and welcome to Big Red Journeys. I'm your host Big Red, and on today's journey we're setting sail to the Seven Seas, more specifically SeaWorld San Diego for the Seven Seas Food Festival here. There's always plenty of food, delicious treats to be had here, and so far this year I heard it's supposed to be bigger and better than ever. Over 150 food and drink options to choose from, new shows, new entertainment, so I'm looking forward to it. So if you care to follow me on this journey, let's go. Inside SeaWorld San Diego for the Seven Seas Food Festival. Excited because I looked at the menu and there seems to be quite a bit of new items, a lot more, even shows as well too, a lot more entertainment. There's like stages all over throughout the park, which is really good. So this seems to be a nice improved version of the SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival. We'll still let it be because, you know, historically speaking, food quality, service quality, something always is amiss when it comes to SeaWorld's food festivals. I'm still going to remain optimism here, hoping for good things. But to begin, we have to get the tasting sampler card, which you can pretty much pick up at any of the food booth areas. So we're actually right here in the Sky Tower lawn area. So we're just going to go to the SoCal booth real quick and pick up the tasting lanyard. Also in the same area of the Sky Tower lawn, you're going to have, there's the SoCal food booth right over there. But we got the SoCal Stage. We got the DJ right now performing. But they also, the SoCal band, which is going to be a rock band, they're going to be performing here at various times throughout the day. We'll see if we catch them a little bit later, but right now they're having a little bit of a DJ dance party going on. Easy enough, picked up our Food Festival, Seven Seas Food Festival sampler. We got the pass holder exclusive 18. There is 3 options that you can get. There's the 10 sampler, that's $70, the 15 sampler for $85, and for the same price of the 15, if you're a pass holder, you can get 3 extra ones there for a total of 18 samples. So if you do the math, I'm putting a little screen thing right here for you. You do the math, for the $70 10 sampler, $7 a piece, 15 ends up being $5.66 each, or the 18, the one that we got, breaks it down even further to $4.72 a tasting, which when it comes to the food festival here at SeaWorld is always the best way to go. If you're going to have if you're here with other people, you want to share, you really want to try some of the food here, the sampler card is the best way to go, because realistically the food menu items here are always around $8, $9, $10, even all the way up to $14, $16, $18, $20 for some of the cocktails and beers too. That's crazy. So when you divide this up, 18 again at $4.72 each, we're going to have a lot of food for that price, and I feel like we're going to get a good bang for our buck. And when it comes to samplers, it's available at all the booths that are part of the Seven Seas Food Festival. That includes the drink bars like the Mimosa Bar, which is right over here to my left-hand side. There's beer carts all over the place. But when it comes to drinks of alcoholic nature, you only get a half-size version. I think it's like a 4 or 5 ounce cup you get. So if you want a full-size beer, you use 1 punch for a sampler size, but you can do 2 punches to get the full-size version of the alcohol. The Seven Seas Food Festival is currently running right now, select dates through April 27th. We're here on the opening weekend of the event. Looking forward to it. There's over 150 food and drink offerings being offered this year. A lot of a revamped menu by executive chef Zurich Ramirez. I've actually met him before. He's a cool guy, and I have high hopes when it comes to SeaWorld's culinary skills being improved, because historically speaking, SeaWorld food festivals are always kind of a little bit on the lower side of things, but the food has been improving as of lately, even including at the Sesame Place. So I'm looking forward to what the offerings are going to be here this year. Lots of international flavors, including some favorites, but we're going to explore some other regions of the world, including Africa, Korea, France, and more. Lots of Latin American inspired items here. The menu is bigger and better, so looking forward to it. We're obviously not going to be getting items from every booth or bar, but I'm definitely going to show you at least all of them. So first off, we're going to be here at the Mimosa Bar. This is number 14. They're going to have mimosas here that you can see, including a whiskey sour and cocojito. Usually they're pre-made drinks that they have in the little things in the back, and they put ice in and make it that happen. They also do have some drinks on tap at the very moment. But again, if you use a sampler, you're only going to get a half-size taster version. This is the price of the full-size version. I think we're going to come across one of our first stages over here. This is in the area where they usually have like the opening to Hello Scream. Yes, I see the Philippines booth over there. And I think this is where the K-pop performance is happening at the very moment. So let's stop and take a quick look. So they're performing, doing some choreography to a K-pop tracking track. The return of the Fortune Bar in this area. They're gonna have ube margaritas, sake, and various beers and alcohol on tap. 2 food booths over here. Makes sense to have it with the K-pop area. We got Korea on the left-hand side and the Philippines on the right-hand side. For the Korea booth, they're gonna have the Korean fried chicken, kimchi fried rice, tteokbokki rice cakes, I'm probably butchering the name, and smashed kimchi cucumbers. And here at the Philippines booth, they have a pork belly sisig, chicken adobo, and chicken pancit with turon. Well, we pretty much got a little bit of everything. Well, at least from Korea, we did get the Korean fried chicken, which has chicken tapioca and dynamite sauce. We got the, whatever those called, the tteokbokki rice cakes, gochujang sauce, and mozzarella cheese. We also got the kimchi fried rice. Try it out. That is a vegetarian, vegan friendly item. And from the Philippines, we end up getting the chicken pancit. We'll start off with the fried chicken. It looks amazing. The dynamite sauce is not very dynamite-y. It's pretty weak, I'm not gonna lie. Spice level 2 at the very most. It's like cayenne, that's really all it is. But the chicken's pretty good. I like it, nice and crunchy, but not being overly cooked. So I'm actually pretty pleased with it. 4 out of 5. Let's try the kimchi fried rice. I'm okay with kimchi. I'm not the greatest fan of kimchi. I do like the spice element of kimchi though. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. It tastes more like Spanish fried rice with a little kick from the kimchi. Nothing much at all. It's a very weak spice level. It's not bad. I wouldn't get it again. I do like the vegetables, like the peas and the carrots in there, but it's kind of not flavorless, but nothing wowing me honestly out of it. So I'm gonna go with a 2.5 out of 5 on it. Rounding out the Korea booth, it's the those cheese things I'm not even gonna try to pronounce because I can't. The tteokbokki, please someone let me know how to properly pronounce it. But there's cheese, and I like cheese. A slightly sweet and spicy red sauce, and it's almost like they're bread, but they kind of taste pasta-y, and with the mozzarella cheese. This is actually, I like this. It's like savory and sweet all at the same time. Not bad. This is actually a 4 out of 5. This is pretty good. I like it. The last one we're gonna try out, the chicken pancit. It's not bad, but it's not great. A little disappointed. It's theme park pancit. Okay, yeah. This one's a little bit of a bust, unfortunately, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. And that was the first set of booths for 7 Seas Food Festival, including the 7 Seas stage that's over there. And that was the K-pop group, KND Candy. That was interesting. I've never seen any sort of like K-pop-esque thing. That was unique and interesting. Never seen that. So I'm at least glad that they're at least doing some sort of entertainment internationally instead of just more than just like the Polynesian dancers, which they have every year. Love them. But I do love incorporating other things too. So hopefully we'll see some more shows while we're here. But we're gonna walk around towards the Wild Arctic area because there's a lot of food booths. But since we're here, I do want to take a quick stop to mention about the Jellyfish Experience, which will be opening up here next week. So we are here on the first weekend of the 7 Seas Food Festival. Now, by the time this video is out, the Jellyfish Jewels of the Sea may be open by that time. It may not be. I'm hopefully trying to get the video out. We will be here for sure, opening weekend to check it out. But we probably won't be here the opening day, unfortunately. So I'm excited. This has been a project that's been ongoing for quite a while. So I'm at least glad that they're doing something and bringing back an aquarium. That's the biggest one. I mean, they got other aquariums that they don't even have. They got the freshwater one over there by Mission Bay Theater locked up since COVID time, and they're not doing anything. I don't even know. I doubt there's any fish or aquatic life inside of it. I doubt it. And they already demolished the one that was by the stadium. So come on, guys. But anyways, at least this is progress, right? Jewels of the Sea. And walking in now to the Arctic Plaza area, there's going to be some more food booths, some beverages happening along this area, as well as a stage over there. There's a DJ party stage, you can see it. But in about 30 minutes, we're going to stick around here. There is a brand new show. Well, not so much a show, but something I'm excited about. They're going to have a characters dance party. And my guess is that's going to be kind of like the note that they take from Sesame Place, where they have the Sesame Street characters do the dance parties like they always have the Furry Friends dance party. I think they're going to do it, but with Shamu and friends, you know. So Opie might be here, Shivers, and those guys, they'll probably be here. So we're definitely going to stick around to watch that. Oh, yep, that's the Wild Arctic stage. And we have a couple booths here, so let's see what they have. Over here, the return of the France booth. but they have some new items. They got the beef bourguignon, braised beef mushroom Polynesian crostini, always classic. The escargot is served in a pastry puff square version. They have a charcuterie board, macaron, creme brulee, and an eclair. And right next door to France, they're neighbors in real life and they're neighbors here at SeaWorld. España, Spain. They do have grilled lamb, a lamb chop in romesco sauce, pulpo gallego, morcilla, and escalivada. Ooh, eggplant. Nope, that's not for me, but I think we'll get the lamb chop and maybe the pulpo. And on the back side of the Nautilus Amphitheater, they have the Mediterranean, all of the Mediterranean, every single country in the seas in here, apparently. But over here at the Mediterranean booth, they have a lamb pita pocket, roasted garlic hummus, a tabbouleh salad, baklava's returning favorite, and they have a mocktail here, the frozen Mediterranean sunset cocktail, or mocktail, which is lime and pomegranate and simple syrups. Something new for this year, they have the European Wine Boutique, and it's over here next to the Seasons gift shop at the exit of the Penguin Encounter. You can get yourself wine flights, three 3-ounce pours for $19, or a full glass pour for $16.99. And you see they do have a variety of some wines here you can try. I myself am not a wine person, so I'm gonna have to pass. But this looks pretty cool. Look, they even have some nice Seven Seas Food Festival wine glasses. Too bad I do not like wine. But honestly, if anybody's watching this video and they are someone who maybe you are a fan of wine, give me some tips, give me some notes. I don't know, like, now, just full disclosure, I have been to many, many wineries. I have done wine tours. I've had glasses of wine given to me. I just cannot enjoy wine. Unless it's like a dessert wine or a Moscato, or if it's in a sangria. I wanna like wine, but I just can't. It's like, yeah. Am I doing something wrong? Like, tell me, let me know in the comments below. Like, if you are someone, if you're like your self-professed sommelier, let me know. SeaWorld yet again. I want to be surprised. You know what would actually make me surprised? Is if they can run a food festival for more than 2 days without completely messing it up. Both of these booths behind me, France and Spain, are all out of their hot items. They have plenty of the cookies, the macarons, they have the creme brulee, but the lamb, the pulpo, the other stuff that I wanted there, they don't have. The escargot, the beef bourguignon, the other item there, they don't have. And they're on order, according to the ambassadors. I don't blame the ambassadors, because they're, obviously they're doing the best they can. But apparently we're going on an hour of waiting for the food to arrive. And in some of the cases, it's only they're missing an ingredient, like the bread or like the bowl or something. So they have half the item there, but they can't serve the food because they don't have the other half of the item there. So then that food's gonna get old and cold by the time the other half of the item gets there. Please, I'm begging you. I know for a fact that some people from SeaWorld look at my videos here and they may put me as a black sheep on the blacklist. SeaWorld, why? Why can't you perform? Why can't the logistics be right? Why can't why? This is not your first time, it's not your second time, this is probably not even your 20th time doing this. At this point, I'm just like, I don't know. An hour. And it's not even that busy of a day. That's what's ridiculous. So of course these ambassadors had to take the brunt of the issues here. And we're rolling with the punches, but I was like, I went from one booth to the other, hoping I could at least get one item. I can't even get one item. You know, let's maybe get the bad taste out of our mouth by going to the Soul Bar over here. They have some Aperol Spritz, they have a Black Rose, pomegranate mojito, a white sangria, sea breeze, vodka, they wrote it twice. And some draft beers. You know what, this is the one I was thinking about getting, into the pomegranate mojito or the Black Rose. Let's get some samples of those. So it's a couple drinks while we're here waiting for some of the food and the show to get here. The pomegranate mojito, it's a pre-blended drink, comes out of a tap, and they tend to be pretty good. Again, this is the sampler size you're gonna get if you use a punch. So this is about a 4-ounce sampler, give or take, not that bad. I like doing it this way because it's cheaper, and two, you get to try a variety of different things. So, salud. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Little ginny on the mojito. The pomegranate is nice, not too tart, sweet enough, just right. This is a very enjoyable drink. Yeah, that's a 4.5 out of 5. It's a very good drink. We ended up getting the French Frozen 75, which has Moscato, some syrup, some lime, and gin in it. And this is like a blended drink. It's kind of like, it's actually very good. It tastes like those frozen lemonades you can get here at the park. It tastes like that, just in liquid form. The gin pops up, so I can definitely taste the gin, so you're gonna have to enjoy gin. But this is pretty good. I like the pomegranate mojito a little bit better. 4.5 out of 5 for that one. So this I'm gonna give a 4 out of 5. So I don't think the character dance party is happening, nor is there a DJ happening, because we're looking at the sign for the Wild Arctic stage. It's already past 4:30. They should have been out, but there's like nothing mentioned on the board at all, and it's got the speakers are covered and everything. So I'm starting to think nothing was happening here all day. But one thing I did notice about the Spain part is that they do have a cream puff as well, the Miguelitos. It's a pastry cream puff. It's not listed on the menu board here in front of the booth, but it is on the guide. So, and unfortunately, that's the only thing they have right now because they're out of everything else. And we waited another half hour because we were told, you know, roughly about 15 minutes, half an hour, for the pita pocket here at the Mediterranean. And the only thing they have is hummus and baklava, because those are pre-made items that they just pretty much scoop ski into a plate and it's done. Everything else they have, they're still waiting for the kitchen. I'm sorry, that's 3 booths now. 1, sure. 2, 3 though. 3 strikes you're out, SeaWorld, I'm sorry. And when you're talking about the majority of the food items being out, that's ridiculous. I can understand 1 or 2, but that many items, you have to then really look in the mirror and self-evaluate. I'm sorry to be such a negative Nancy on this video. I only say loud words because I care about SeaWorld. This is a theme park that I grew up with. I'm from San Diego. I love SeaWorld. I want San Diego to grow. I want it to be the great theme park that it could be. But when I see management slip up so terribly like this, I haven't seen people drop the ball this bad since Aaron Judge. Let's see, I think we'll have better luck here with Italy. They're right next to the event center that they have over there. They have a few items I want to check out. Braised meatballs. We got gnocchi and a creamy pesto sauce, Roman margarita pizza, and a cannoli. We might save the cannoli for later. Decently warm, good slice. I don't know if this is necessarily worth a $12 for this slice, but let's try it out. It's an interesting bread. The cheese is good, but the sauce, so they put good cheese on top, but then underneath that cheese is that slimy lunch cafeteria style cheese. So it's like they took a basic cafeteria style pizza, put some better cheese and a sun-dried tomato and call it a margarita pizza. First of all, I'm pretty sure margarita needs to have basil as well too. The 3 colors of the Italian flag, no basil. So you can call yourself a cheese pizza with sun-dried tomato. But if you were to look really closely, you can see what I'm talking about real cheese and the fake cheese. I'm not a fan. That's a 1 out of 5 for me. That's a bust. Next up, the gnocchi with sun-dried tomatoes and a creamy pasta. This actually looks pretty good. I do like pesto and I like gnocchi, so. Okay, we have a winner here, folks. The creamy pesto sauce, cheesy, garlicky, pesto-y, and it works very well. This is a 5 out of 5. I like this. Is a winner right here. Get this one. Last one up here in Italy, the meatballs. 2 good-sized meatballs here with some tomato sauce and some cheese. Don't think there's anything much to them. Beef, pork, porcini, mushroom, and marinara. So it looks like there's probably some mushroom inside the meatball, but that's okay. Okay. But it's not bad. Meatballs are good. Can't taste the mushroom inside of it. The tomato sauce is a little weak. It's more of just a tomato sauce out of a can, not really a marinara or anything fancier. So sauce loses a point, but the meatballs are fine. 3.5 out of 5. While we're waiting here, I wanted to mention, so I found out from a ambassador here that the dance party, unfortunately the speakers, because it did rain a few days ago, and it was a pretty strong rain here, that unfortunately it flooded one of the amps or the speakers or something like that at the stage. So until they repair it, fix it, whatever they're going to do with it, probably replace it, they're not having any performances, DJing, or characters at the stage. Like I did mention, I like at least the theming that they've been doing on the booths, where they've been adding like decor, some flowers. Give me a little bit more of a thematic feeling to it. At least I can appreciate that. Well, we came back. Luckily enough, the Mediterranean, they finally got the pita pockets back, so we ordered one of those to try out. Not much in the way of ingredients. I thought they were going to put like tomatoes or lettuce like a traditional pita pocket, but I guess just the lamb and the tzatziki. It's the lamb burger patties that they always have for the lamb sliders that they always have, the tzatziki sliders, which are always one of my favorite items at all these 7 Seas food festivals. So it's just a pita version. I wish they would have put some lettuce or onion or tomato in it. It's very plain, just the way it is. I don't know if it was or wasn't supposed to because there's no pictures of it, but as it stands right here, 4 out of 5. Probably would have been a 5 out of 5 if they would have added something like cheese or other stuff in there, but it's okay, not bad. And then we did come back also because we were hoping that maybe after another half hour of waiting that Spain and France would have food, but they still don't have food either. The kitchen, they're telling me that the kitchen has been terrible all today and yesterday. So SeaWorld needs to get that kitchen situation taken care of ASAP. I just love the theming of this particular booth. Africa in front of the Calypso-based smokehouse. There's 2 items in here in particular I wanted to get, but we're going to try the West African suya, which is a yaji spiced beef red onion, and the Kenjino chicken. They also do have red black eyed peas. Red, double red, interesting. And they have a grilled cabbage with curry sauce and of course beers and whatnot. But look at the theming. If for anything else, I can at least give A+ to SeaWorld for the theming on some of the booths here. Got the, we'll start off with the West African suya, yaji, or however you pronounce it, yaji spiced beef, red onions, cilantro, and peanuts as well too. I don't really see peanuts, but maybe it's like in the sauce here. It might be on the sauce. Pretty good amount of beef in my opinion, not bad. We have a tale of two cities here with this one. Flavor-wise, we'll talk with the positive. Good amount of flavor. Spice level, very low. Love the char, the smokiness of the barbecue-esque, you know, being on the grill there. Low spice, like I said, very low, 1, 2. It's more for a flavor spice than anything else, not a heat spice. So that's the positive. The negative though, these are stone cold. I mean, these are fresh out of the refrigerator cold. They're not even like slightly cold. They're like, and we just sat down. It wasn't like we were waiting for a while. We literally just grabbed them, sat down. So within 2 minutes. So that tells you that they were cold from the get-go. So that I'm taking away a massive point from. Because I was honestly about to give it a 4.5 out of 5. So you know what, I'll give it a -0.5 for that. Bet you they would taste better warm. So we're gonna go back and see if we can get a warm piece. But these are a 4 out of 5. Next up is the Kenjino chicken, which is chicken, tomato, onion, bell peppers, and habanero. So looking forward to a little bit of kick, and it's on a bed of rice. If there's habanero in there, I'm not tasting it. Very weak on the spice, very weak. There's some bell pepper, I see it. It's nice and pretty with the red, but yeah, I'm not tasting habanero at all. Oh well. Overall flavors is not bad, but I'm not gonna give it more than a 3.5 out of 5. Temperature on this one was at least a little bit better. This is a little bit warmer, but that beef is frozen. Went back, just one last attempt of trying to see if we can get food from Spain and France. No. So we're gonna write that whole other half of the park off and now go westbound, go back to the Sky Tower Lounge area. And then there is some Polynesian foods we gotta try, some wings that sounded pretty interesting. And of course we'll end the night with the fire show. But you know what? You know, if you watched my videos before, you know that I love SeaWorld. I love SeaWorld. I grew up with this park. This is my park, you know. Like some people who grew up in Anaheim and Disneyland is their park. Don't get me wrong, I love Disneyland. But SeaWorld is the one I grew up with. And I just can't stand to see this. It's a fiasco. It really is. Like, I just don't get how you can't have the logistics down. You do festivals all year round. I really want somebody from SeaWorld to reach out to me and like, explain to me.
Yes! No, we're going on that one.
Not like that. But I want someone to explain to me, like I'm 3 years old, and tell me, why can't they do festivals right? I mean, not every food festival has to be perfect. You know, Disney is kind of the gold standard when it comes to food festivals at theme parks. I'm not expecting that. But I'm also not expecting for the bar to be so low that I have to take a shovel to dig for and look for it. I also want to preface all this ranting with the fact that I do not blame any of the ambassadors, like the frontline ambassadors at the booths. They're only being shown and taught what management tells them to. So if they don't have the answer to a particular question, if they don't know what's going on, if they can't help you out any further, that's because management let them down. There's always a strong disconnect between management and the lower level people. So I don't blame the ambassadors, they're hardworking people. But something has to be fixed. Over here now we're up at the Sky Tower lawn area where we saw the DJ earlier. But we got the SoCal booth. Over here they got a lot of Coca-Cola items. They got braised pork belly bao, a cherry Coke short rib mag, cherry Coke short rib chips, Coca-Cola sticky wings, and a cherry Coke trifle. Next door, the beer cart that's over here, they have the frozen chamangarita, ooh, and the Mexican candy margarita. That was the one I wanted to get. Let's get one of these real quick. Okay, got the SoCal. They didn't have the meat for the mac and cheese, so today we're just gonna end up getting the wings. But these are the Coca-Cola sticky wings with chicken and chipotle, and in the sauce, the glaze has Coca-Cola infused into it. So there should be a little bit of a cola taste to it. I think it's a cherry Coke glaze because it tastes more sweeter than traditional Coke. But it's actually really good. It's a Coke flavoring, but it's not, how do I say it? It's not overpowering. You can definitely taste the Coke. If you drink sodas, you'll taste it right off the bat. It's not bad. A little sweet, little spice. It tastes more of like a sweet chili sauce, like a Thai sweet chili. That's kind of how the closest I can think about it. It's not bad, to be honest with you. 4 out of 5. I'm happy with them. Not the prettiest looking drink, but this is the Mexican candy margarita, which has tequila, watermelon, agave syrup, sweet and sour, and tahini, and it's all just kind of mixed up in there. So, salud. It really does taste like the spicy watermelon candies, the lickums they have, and there's like tahini and chili sauce on them. It tastes like if you melted it. It really does. It's not bad. Would I necessarily get it again? I don't know. I like the other drinks I had earlier today, but this is not bad. I'm gonna enjoy it, but I'm just gonna go with a 3.75 out of 5. Ah, perfect timing. Looks like the SoCal band is about to take the stage and play. You gotta feel that heat, and we go by the boogie. Share that beat of love. Wanna rock me all night, dance into that. Wanna rock me all night, dance the night away. Oh, they have another wine booth here, SoCal Wine. Same type of thing where you can purchase a flight of wines, 3 ounces for $20. Walking over further into the west side of the park, we're here in the Fiesta Village area. I don't know what it's necessarily called, but this is where they always have like all the Dia de Muertos and the Navidad stuff. They have, oh, I hear some samba going on. Up right there, there's the Samba Stage going on. This year though, they're doing a little less Mexican, going a little bit even further south of the border, all the way to South America. We got Peru. They have some ceviche, lomo saltado, ají de gallina, Peruvian potatoes, and alfajores. Ooh yeah, that sounds good. And next over is Costa Rica. They got a few items here. Olla de carne, rondón, sopa negra, and plantain chips. We got a couple items from Costa Rica and a couple from Peru. From Peru, the only thing we ended up getting was the Peruvian potatoes. Potatoes with the cilantro sauce. I wanted to get the lomo saltado, but they didn't have it, so. But we got this. These are good. Not bad. They are, I have a Spanish tapas item that I always like to get called papas de alioli. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's just the cilantro crema is kind of like an aioli in a way. They're good, lightly. I like these. These are good. Nothing crazy about them, but they're pretty good. 4 out of 5. From Costa Rica, I wanted to get something I've never heard of, rondón, which is a coconut curry and seafood. I love curry, like Thai curries. Oh, good piece of shrimp and octopus in there. That's literally what it tastes like. It tastes like a Thai coconut curry with seafood. Pulpo, camarones, lots of pulpo. Wow, not bad. A little salty, as a seafood usually is. Not bad at all. 4 out of 5. Last one, a dessert. I already know it's probably gonna taste delicious. Plantains or plátanos. It's literally just fried bananas. That's literally all it is. It needs like some sort of like dulce de leche or like some caramel or some ice cream with it. Still good on its own. 4.5 out of 5. These are delicious. Over at the Underwater Cantina, they don't have any specialty drinks, but the ones that they do offer, you can get the sampler version by using your tasting card. Oh, interesting place. Brazil is out here, outside the smoked turkey leg area, outside of the Shipwreck Cafe. They have a chimichurri churrasco, a fiejo tropiero, and a piao de cuijo. Walking by the waterfront area, you can see there is a stage in which the luau and the fire dancing is going to be. We're going to catch the last showing at 7:30, so we got about another half hour, 40 minutes. And yeah, there's a return of that. But over here in the backside near the waterfront, the beer garden area, there is some food vendors. Well, first they're gonna have drinks here at the Tiki Bar. They got frozen Mai Tais, strawberry daiquiri. You can add a rum floater for $7, Polynesian Passion, or a blue Hawaiian. And here at the Polynesian, which is the waterfront food truck that they got here, they got the Tahitian Poisson Cru, the Poke, the Huli Huli Chicken, fried spam musubi, the chocolate wapia pie. That's the one I was wanting to get. And passion fruit version of a wapia pudding. We've already missed all the showings for today, but here at the waterfront lawn, this is where they're going to have the Polynesian dancing as well as the ukulele performance right here. Okay, trying out the chocolate wapia pie. Oops. Okay, yeah, it's like a chocolate pudding, whipped cream, shaved chocolates, and not bad on the crust. Little coconut, there's coconut in there, definitely, in the pudding. So it's actually better. It's regular pudding we made with like coconut something. Gives it a little flavor. Crust is pretty good. Okay, shaved. It's not bad. They don't give you a lot though. There's very little bit in there, not much at all. It's mainly whipped cream on top. 3.5 out of 5. Can appreciate the theming here because we're walking to the last part, and this is the Antarctica area, which is where the old Dippin' Dots building was, or still is. But they even put a little sign that says greetings from Antarctica over there. So over here in Antarctica, they have halo halo, they have Taiwanese shaved ice, strawberry raspados, and a coconut snowball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Taupou, Samoa, bringing you the islands of Polynesia.
That show was great. So they've always had the Polynesian fire dancing before. And it's always usually the last couple of shows of the night. But what I loved about it is that it was all of Polynesia. They had dancing in themes from New Zealand, Hawaii, Guam, Samoa, all the different, Tahiti as well too. So they brought in different styles, not just from one particular island or subset. Then of course you got the fire dancing, and they had the, you know, the sticks, the batons, I don't want to butcher the word, but then they also brought in a special guest who was an award-winning champion, and he knocked it out of the park. He was really good. So that was a great way to kind of almost redeem the festival in a way, because that was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. So I think we'll definitely have to be back just to watch that again, because that was a fun show. And as we walk towards the exit, walking through the tunnel of lights here, a staple of SeaWorld San Diego. And they're playing like some, don't know what it is, but it sounds like Celia Cruz. I like it. And that's going to do it for our journey here at SeaWorld San Diego for the Seven Seas Food Festival. We travel all around the world today, including ending up here in Antarctica. Trust me, I'm in Antarctica. Even though it doesn't look like it, it says it right here. Greetings from Antarctica, right? You can't discredit that sign. Well, okay, maybe we're not in Antarctica, but either way, we had a great time today. Hope you did too watching the video. A couple good foods that we had today, a few good drinks, a couple misses, and unfortunately, For overall, we had an okay time. I just really wish the SeaWorld could do something because there just seems to be the same hurdles every year with food festivals. And I want this park to succeed. I want this park to be great, but they keep tripping over their own feet sometimes, and I just don't get it. So hopefully if somebody from SeaWorld is watching my video, they can take notes and, you know, improve for future festivals, which I really want that to happen. But if you yourself like this video, do me the biggest of favor, give it a big thumbs up for me. Second, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, if you haven't done so already. And third, hit that notification bell. Take it one step further. Follow me on social media at Big Red Journeys on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram for even more content, including we're going to be doing some content from Orlando as we go to Walt Disney World later this year in a couple months. I'm excited for that trip, and you definitely want to follow along for that. So, thank you once again from me to you, and then I'll see you on the next journey.